Yo, still with it, man. Top of the rising, top of the rising. What we gonna talk about today? I'm just gonna talk about just like the connection, man, and just a recent endeavor that I've been through. That I know, like I said, we all know, but some of us tend to throw it to the wayside. But just the connection of, say, the people that's in your life or the people that you get entwined with, in your life, and how that transfers over to, like spiritual realm, as I would say, where just things just happen where you're like, oh man, for instance, a lot of people say when, I was just thinking about you, and then that person end up calling you, that letting you know, that you sent out like it's just like the energy or whatever. And also we can look at the phones that we use, as far as the quartz crystals, and who knows what we could do back then. But as of right now, what I've noticed, like I said, just the connection that I know that we all have, because it's just there's been times where I thought about a person and end up calling me, and vice versa. I may have called them when somebody was thinking about me. So you have to look a little bit deeper into why is that. And a lot of people can't. A lot of things they try to explain away, but you can't explain why does that happen. You know what I'm saying? For instance, also they can't explain away deja vu, and I have a lot of those. That happens as well, where you experience something in this realm that you already experienced. I know they try to explain away, sleep paralysis, and that was, and what was funny when I would start having those situations is like when I actually started getting deeper into what is more than the world that was being presented to me, and I started actually seeing a lot more of, these, I guess you could say, spirits, entities, whatever the case you want to say. But I had run-ins with that where, on my chest, all that stuff, and they explain it away as sleep paralysis, which, like a lot of that stuff, like around when I was having that, that's when I was having like premonitions and things that will come to fruition, which is weird. But to go back to what I'm saying, is just like the connection, man, the energy. As I even said before, the biosphere, if you want to put it in a science type term, they say that, it's like 8 feet around you already, and people can feel your vibe or the energy. But anyways, back to what I'm trying to get at, when we look at things, and the people that's in your life. So for instance, recently what happened to me, I had a dream about this person. It was weird. I ain't gonna go too much into detail with it, but in the dream it was just weird. I was like, alright, whatever. I don't know why I'm having that dream about that person, and then the next thing I wake up and I look at my phone and I have like a status or whatever that's liked by that person. And I'm like, I ain't never talked to this person in a while. This person ain't really been on my page like that, liking stuff. So I thought that was weird. You get what I'm saying? But it's not weird in the sense that it was weird to me. It's just affirmation for me as far as my path. Because sometimes when you're doing certain things, you kind of get discouraged, or you tend not to look at things a little bit, or you start to get dumbed down, or you start to get put back to sleep. Who knows? But it's just like, yeah, Laz, remember, everybody's connected and connected to these things as well. So don't think that was a coincidence. And for instance, like I said, when I had a dream about, dude, that homeboy at work having, a boy, and he wasn't trying to tell anybody the gender, that was weird too, but I would just say those things happen for a reason. And sometimes let me touch on that too. So that's like I said, look, confirmation. So recently, like You know, the Doctor Strange even talk about that too. When you sleep, you might be with, you know, well, they talk about the multiverse. You're seeing your other lives. But as what I've been seeing and what I've been experiencing my whole 36 years here is most of those things, you know, I see are starting to believe that those dreams are walks in the spiritual realm, you know, the real world or whatever the case may be. And, you know, this is a dream. That's why they say roll, roll, roll your boat. Life is but a dream, right? But what I was getting at is, so yesterday, man, I watched, and I want to do a movie review on it, which I might end up doing today or whatnot. But anyway, it was The Black Phone, and that was kind of like, you know, saying touched on things like I said that I experienced in that movie. And if you've seen it, you understand what was going through it. I'm not even gonna, you know, touch too much on that. But if you saw it, and I kind of put it in a nutshell, just the connection that others have with the other side. You know, say which could be spooky to some people or whatnot. But yeah, that was that. What that was. And things come to you or give you warnings about, you know, saying things that may come your way, or it just helps you out about, like I said, the things that you have never saw, you know. And in a sense, in that movie, that's pretty much what happened. You know, there's places that was being revealed to the person's while they, you know, in their dreams or whatnot, and the things that was being revealed would actually come true. So look, that's crazy. I'm just talking about that now, like, you know. Wait on. So yeah. That's the connection, and that's why I said there's more to this world that we tend to give credit to. So, like I said, man, in the grand scheme of things, like I said, always be righteous in what you do, and, you know, say do unto others, man, as you want them done to you. You know, say, because that energy comes back. But as far as, you know, the things that's beyond this, because nobody really knows too much. We hear about this and that's going to happen after this and then the third, but you know, a lot of us can experience and see a lot of things that, you know, as they say, energy never dies. We can experience and see a lot of that energy that is ever present around us. And even, you know, a lot of people that do LSD, you know, DMT and all that stuff got me curious. I don't know if I want to mess with it because I was already tripping when I, you know, smoked weed. But all that shit, man. Excuse me. All that shit, man, they say pretty much, you know what I'm saying, it removes the veil. So we got a hater over here trying to do too much. But anyways, all that right there, you know what I'm saying, removes the veil as far as, you know what I'm saying, you know, what goes on in this world, you know, and, you know, and it kind of helps you out also to see that we're not the 3D shit that, you know what I'm saying, that we see, you know, that they try to get us to focus on. There's more to this world. It's more that meets the eyes, you know what I'm saying, Transformers. So, what I'm getting at with that. So yeah, man, it's all that, everything's connected, man. There's more that's going on in this life that if you actually be quiet and be in tune with, you'll start seeing a lot of stuff being revealed to you, and you'll start seeing things for what it is. But for, you know, I guess it's not really a motivation. I just food for thought, you know what I'm saying? So I just leave that for you, man. The food for thought, a Monday food for thought. The motivation will always be, man, you know what I'm saying? Be righteous, you know what I'm saying? Be you, and be genuine, man. And speak your truth, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm here for, man. It is what it is. I'm speaking my truth, and regardless if, you know, you believe it or not, hey, I lived it. I experienced a lot of weird shit, poltergeist shit, small handprints on my car, fucking around with this mountain up here, as far as, what is that shit? Gold Camp Road, man, little kid handprints in my car, man. I don't know, I'm telling y'all, it's like some weird stuff. And even when I was younger, just saw, like, you know, things like that, things of that nature. But it's weird, man. It's just weird. But just to keep y'all, you know what I'm saying, in good spirits, man. Don't be afraid. You know what I'm saying? There's many people out here that see stuff like that, but a lot of people write them off as, you know what I'm saying, whatever they want to write them off as, or they don't want to believe them. But hey, some shit don't be adding up, man. But I'm gonna leave y'all with that, man. As always, man. Like I said, man, Akuna fucking Tada, ACL. You know what I'm saying? And any problem, you know what I'm saying? Accept it, change it, believe it. You know what I'm saying? And I'll holler. Peace.